it's fucking not too long.
Pretty fucking intense.
So gravity is so much weaker because it seeps through the other 12 dimensions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And gravity is a constant. It's the only thing that can control light. So obviously it balances light out.
It has to in some shape, form, or fashion. We know that for a fact.
It's what makes it to where light is at a constant speed. It's the fastest thing in the universe, but yet it's constant.
Right,
it has a speed. It has a finite speed
that we can measure to the fucking thousands of miles per second.
Yeah.
And it stays the same, always. No matter what. So gravity stays the same, always. No matter what.
They're both constant. This fucking universe is about to straight disappear, dude. We're fucking about.
It's like where the universe fucking.
It's where they're colliding.
Yeah.
They're colliding in our fucking brains right now, dude, to try to figure this out. Once we figure it out, we're gonna go there for a minute and we're gonna come back.
Oh, they're colliding right now.
Oh, I know it.
I told you this. The universe came to me right here last time. This was its fucking alleyway to it.
Motherfucker took a shortcut.
Nope. Took the same path. It's just come a little stronger this time.
It's because the ideas are stronger.
Yeah.
I started piecing this shit together by watching a fucking wave on a fucking lake, bro. Just how Einstein did with the fucking train.
Oh yeah, that's what's crazy is fucking all the cool
thought experiments.
Yeah, all the cool shit that Einstein came up with was all thought experiments.
And then he was proven right. And he's still being proven right hundreds of years later.
He used thought experiments to fucking to tell how fucking the rotation of the fucking earth and shit. Yeah. By how much the moon was falling or some shit.
Yeah.
How many degrees from the earth the moon was falling. He was able to tell you fucking the fucking circumference and the fucking shape of the earth that way.
Just some ideas he fucking came up with. He was right. We're right. We're on the right path for sure, because this is the hardest I've ever tripped in my life.
Yep. I was about to say.
And I've tripped twice this week already.
You said this was some alright ass, and I was like,
I've already tripped twice this week. And I'm still tripping harder than fucking I've ever tripped in my life.
An hour into it. It's definitely fucking more confirmation.
We gotta keep going with this fucking thought process, dude. We're on a fucking roll. What do you got, Miranda? You got anything?
That's where I come to a fucking screeching halt. Same place you're coming to a screeching halt at.
We don't know the math.
Is that gravity is a constant and light is a constant.
We don't know the math to figure it out.
What stops? What? Yeah.
It's yin and yang. That's why
they collide. I mean, there's something.
So you're saying there's a meeting point somewhere that we can find.
Right. Exactly. That's the key.
Well, where is it?
It's a constant. It's where all the constants become constant.
Right.
I guess.
I mean, we know it's consciousness.
Yeah.
We know it is, but we have to be able to prove it and conclusively quantify it to be able to measure it. That's what fucking
You can
Physics.
break down the fucking whole universe, no matter how big and shit that they say it is, and how fucking grand, and the size is just, you can't even fucking contemplate it. The size that they say it is,
Right.
but it can all be broke down to your fucking mind. Dude.
Yeah. It can literally be controlled by your mind. So because that is us. You know what I mean?
Right.
We are fucking literally God in a fucking human body. It's fucking, it's ready. It's ready to fucking, for a fucking whole civilization to know that, so that it can progress forward in its fucking
Right.
evolution to further advance its understanding of the universe.
Right. Instead of confusing itself.
Exactly. And that's all it's doing with our planet. Yeah.
It's confused. It's got it fucking all the way fucking confused.
You got Trump as president. He's like, what the fuck is
They got a lot of confusion going
You
on.
got a fucking troll for a president right now, dude. Like, why you got a bunch of fucking greedy fucking politicians running our fucking world?
Fucking
You know what I
nuts.
mean? A bunch of motherfuckers that don't know shit about shit.
Don't know.
Running the whole fucking population.
Literally
of the
don't know shit about shit. Nothing.
Couldn't just put his. I just put my faith in God.
It's a popularity it's a more than anything. It's a popularity contest. You know what I mean?
Money,
That's what it is. Money.
money. That's what it is.
Well, we're on to you, Trump. And the rest of you fucking government motherfuckers. We know something you don't know. 100%.
Just like me and you were talking the other day, dude. Fucking like 9/11. Our fucking government did that shit without
Oh,
a
we
doubt.
know. To distract.
Without a fucking doubt, dude.
They did it to distract everybody.
Even if we didn't say, even if it wasn't our government specifically planning,
We had a
or
part
anything,
of it. We played
it's
a huge
all
part.
it's all part of the confusion. It's caused because of the fucking. It's caused because of the fucking
I
confusion.
mean, it's doing it itself, though, too, in a sense, you know what I mean? Because it's counterbalancing the fucking. It's doing it itself.
Yeah. It's doing itself.
But now it's ready, you know what I mean? It's ready. It's fucking over. It's like,
Right. It's over.
It's
yeah.
like you motherfuckers are fucking.
It's over the stupidity.
We're gonna put this we're gonna put this on a hold. And we're gonna fucking go ahead and advance some
Like
technology real
you
quick.
motherfuckers are getting too stupid. Like there's a fine line between balance and retardation.
You guys are about to go straight back to caveman.
Yeah, you guys are
Caveman
going
fucking
backwards. You guys are definitely going backwards.
Yeah, I mean, it's normal now. When we was talking, how we was talking about the, you know what I mean? It was fucking, it was out there.
Oh yeah. I think we were there.
Might have been.
That's it. We were at the spot. We didn't go there yet. We didn't get invited, obviously, to the party, but we were at the fucking door
Yeah, we
knocking.
It's because we haven't.
Hey, motherfuckers,
we
let us
haven't
in.
figured out. We haven't got it all together yet. We haven't figured out how to prove it. That's the thing. That's what's gonna fucking allow us to fucking.
How to prove it.
I think I'm gonna get you to
Have
in
to.
that party.
We have to be able to prove it in this universe. That universe.
Crack the code.
That is what's gonna fucking separate us. You know what I mean? It's gonna separate us and it's gonna divide us. At
So
the
what
same
are we
time.
trying to prove?
We're trying to prove that there's a fucking another dimension that counterbalances our dimension with the elements. So maybe their elemental table is backwards.
I was just about to say that maybe it's all backwards because
From
it's
ours.
counterbalance. You got the yin
Starting
and the
from
yang.
the first three elements.
You got bad and good. It's literally probably exactly backwards because that makes sense.
Well, that's still fine. Say there's another dimension that has a completely opposite periodic table as ours. I mean,
And that makes perfect sense. I mean,
How
why
do we
wouldn't it be
prove
exactly
that, though?
backwards?
They can fucking determine it. You know what I mean? With their calculations and shit that they know, they can figure out a way to see something that's not there. And if we give them the right direction and we give them the push in the right direction,
Yeah, they're pushing the right direction.
to know that they're right, you know what I mean? We have to give them enough conclusive evidence for them to start looking in that direction.
How do you do that without LSD?
See what we was
Me.
talking about earlier, like almost we was talking about hydrogen would be
Sitting right here, the way just talking, the way we're talking right now, we're gonna figure it out.
hydrogen would be
Hydrogen would be their second most heaviest element.
right.
It would be what makes up most of their fucking universe.
If helium gained superfluid was the only
So
element.
hydrogen is their superfluid.
Right, exactly.
And that seeps through to our universe,
Exactly.
which makes hydrogen the most abundant in our universe.
Right.
So the opposite is for them. Helium is the most abundant in theirs.
Like I said
So-
earlier, it gives what the other one needs.
There has to be a way that chemists and physicists can show that. They have
Well,
to
it
have
all-
some kind of calculation.
It all goes back to life again. Because that is the fucking, one way or another, that is the fucking, the fuel to life. Hydrogen fusion, helium fusion. That is what fucking stars burn.
Dude, we're about to figure out fucking a whole nother dimension, dude. Tonight. This is fucking awesome. This is fucking great.
It's going down.
Dude, we're
Something,
about to have one fucking another bill in our life.
something's fucking going down for sure.
About to be fucking looking good. And it's happening for a reason. It's doing the same thing in that universe, you know what I mean? That's what's probably crazy is it's two societies that are getting ready to fucking collide. You know what I mean? Two dimensions that are gonna collide that don't
Well-
know about each other yet.
Don't necessarily know about each other, but they might just be just like us, the same fucking
At the
intellectual
same-
level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at the same point, sitting around a fucking fire,
Like the breakthrough point.
taking fucking LSD, trying to figure this shit out. That's what it is. That's why the universe grabbed us, dude. Because it's fucking. It knew that it saw two dimensions, two fucking ready to. It saw an opportunity to fucking connect them, dude.
Trying to figure it out.
It saw an opportunity to fucking connect them. And it fucking grabbed us, grabbed a hold of us.
Oh, that's what I said that whole night. That fucking night, I was like, dude, I can feel it like it's getting this one little fucking opportunity.
But it
dude,
knew
was just
though.
fucking
It
going hard.
knew though.
Yeah, that was what fucking started making it crazier and crazier that night. Is it knew prior to that night happening that night was gonna happen.
This gets
That's the
deep.
fucking plan and the whole.
This is a
that's the whole
fucking.
plan.
This is a fucking real deep rabbit hole, dude. Holy shit. But how do we connect the two? We know that dimension's there. We know why. We know their makeup, their periodic table makeup. So maybe we bring this to them. We introduce this to a physicist. Maybe go talk to a chemist too, or a chemist, and see what his viewpoint is on it. See if they can deduce something.
If you was to be able, say you were another carbon atom in another universe, basically,
Right.
but the opposite to ours is like you were saying, another dimension. Say helium is our superfluid, theirs is their hydrogen is their superfluid.
Right.
So, this guy fucking, I was on a good thought there.
Keep going, grab
Oh,
it.
I'm going to. It's gonna come back.
Talking about the carbon. So they have another element.
No,
That
it's
is-
all, it's no. That's what I was gonna say. So if a chemist can maybe give you an insight on, it's all the same elements.
Right.
Everybody's the same
But
elements.
their element is going
but
to
it-
have
but it-
whatever connects,
but
whatever
it-
whatever's allowed, whatever is the opposite of carbon that allows fucking all those fucking electrons to get around its shell.
Well,
That's what's going to form up their reality.
exactly. It's what's forming your reality is fucking what's
That's what's
different.
going to form their reality. Whatever the opposite of carbon is going to make up their reality. Look on the
Where's
periodic.
my phone?
Yeah, I was going to say, look on the periodic table.
Opposite of carbon. What do you mean?
There's got to whatever
Whatever balance
electrons,
carbon
right?
out.
Goes down to electrons. Goes
Mhm.
down to light.
Right.
So maybe the 12th element on our table, there's 6 carbon atoms, 6 electrons in the shell.
Mm-hmm.
So the 12th maybe, or even, let's see. Well, okay,
Well, see, what I was thinking too is just the two dimensions coexisting, like we were just saying,
so that would make
having the same periodic table, but just that one
just
little
that one.
tiny distinct difference
Okay.
would make their reality,
Different.
how they fucking form their reality, different than how we form
Ours.
our
So their
reality,
table,
you know what I mean?
their periodic table is the exact same as ours, except hydrogen and helium. They're opposite.
Something like that, yeah. And just that one, just from we're starting at the very first and second
One
fucking
electron.
elements. Yeah,
One electron.
the very first and second elements on the fucking periodic table. We're starting from there.
One electron separates 2 dimensions. And that's what it is. One electron separates 2 dimensions. That's what makes our reality ours and theirs theirs. It's a one electron. It goes back to light.
Like, oh,
You're definitely right.
One electron.
You are definitely right.
That's fucking crazy.
what's up,
They should,
bud?
they should be able to start building that matter from that.
That periodic table.
Right. They should be able to start building that matter from that periodic table
And see
and see
if
the
it actually
Yeah.
fucking, right.
see if
If it's the same or if it's different.
that's how we fucking prove it. That's how we prove it. This is our fucking theory, dude. Boom.
Yeah.
Remember that one day when we were looking? Remember that one day in the bedroom? We were looking at the periodic table.
Exactly.
And I looked at Josh. I said,
We got a
Josh
fucking
was like,
periodic table
"Listen,
in our fucking
listen,
room.
let me
bro,
tell
on
it.
the
Let me
wall.
tell it. This is my time to shine. Let me tell this. It's my time, bitch. You sit down. We're sitting in the fucking bedroom, and Josh was like, I can't piece it all together. I can't piece it all together. And he sat there and he was looking at the periodic table, and I got up and I looked at him and I said, Josh, your answer is literally right here. It is somewhere on this periodic
Somewhere
table.
in it.
This is your answer right here. And he just looked at me and he said, because we were talking about all the points of the 12 dimensions. We were talking about a fucking mandala, about how they all have points on it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like, what, 12 points on a mandala? Or
That's
some
the
shit?
flower of
That's
life.
the flower of life, okay?
Right.
And I told Josh, I said, the fucking points on that mandala, the flower of life is on this fucking periodic table, dude.
Right.
It is on this periodic table. And he looked at me and he said, you may be right. I said, dude, it's right here. It's
Something.
right in front of us. It's on
'Cause
this
those-
fucking table,
'cause
dude. I
those-
guarantee it.
Because the elements is what make up our matter.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
that's what shapes our reality.
Yeah.
Is the matter.
Goes back to light again.
Right. All the way back.
And remember
to
how we
light.
were talking about light being in the middle?
But then we go back to that one little difference in perception of hydrogen and helium.
Man, that's crazy that it creates a whole nother reality, bro. A whole nother dimension of reality.
Of reality.
From one
But
one electron.
but one thing can literally change. I mean, you already know this. It's basic knowledge. One thing
Look at 'em.
can change everything.
Look at 'em putting one electron, dude. Changes the whole reality.
But that's something you've always
Changes-
known your whole life,
I
though.
know,
Is that one
but-
thing can change
But being
everything.
able to sit here and fucking talk about it and prove it,
Break it all the way down.
break it
to
all the way down to a scientific fucking fact.
And it's crazy that this is something you've known your whole life. You know what I mean?
We haven't known it our whole lives. We've
Basically.
been able to piece it together our whole lives. It took our
The-
whole lives to piece it together.
the
is what it
idea.
was.
The idea of it you've always known.
The idea everyone's technically always known,
Everybody's just lost.
but it's how. You know what I mean?
It's the how of it, yeah.
Yeah.
The how of it that's
That's-
gonna be so fucking crazy to everybody.
That's what we just described. Is the how.
And I got it on video. We're about to change the fucking world, dude. About to change 2 whole worlds, 2
I
whole
believe it.
dimensions.
I believe you.
Shit's about to be fucking crazy, dude. You guys have to go into this fucking physics office with me. We gotta go talk to a chemist too.
And then what happens at the collide of the fucking dimensions? You know what I mean?
Consciousness.
Consciousness.
Consciousness is what happens.
But it's like a fucking.
Look at you, dude. You're a fucking straight simulation right
Yeah.
now. It's consciousness. Consciousness is what happens in between those 2 fucking realities.
Consciousness.
Consciousness. Look at it. We fucking figured it out, dude. This is fucking great. Those fucking elemental makeups form consciousness. Now we're gonna find life everywhere. By those fucking elemental makeups.
Shit, you know.
That's how we're gonna find life.
Shit, you've known your whole life. Shit, everybody's known your whole life.
Nobody has known this. We just figured it
But
out.
the elements all together, people have always known. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but being able to figure it out and deduce it down to whole other dimensions and realities.
Well,
One electron difference makes a whole another fucking dimension. You know what I mean? One electron difference, that's it. Creates a whole other dimension, and they collide together to make conscious life. Perfect fucking harmony to create conscious life, to figure out what the fuck it is. That is what the fuck we are. A perfect harmony of the universe.
We know that. We know that for sure.
And now we can prove
Consciousness.
it. Now we can prove it. It's fucking great. I was already shooting a gun off when I was talking about consciousness. You know what I mean? Somewhere over there. There ain't even nobody over there. You know what I mean? I got a house all the way to Lafayette from there.
I have heard fucking horns honk in Frankfurt out here before. That way. Way long ways away.
One electron, dude, changes a whole fucking dimension. Changes a whole reality.
Change the whole reality. That's. But then testing. That is now what we should be able to do.
Yeah, we should be able to do it. 100% we should be able to do it now. That we know that that's right.
where it actually starts fucking.
You guys want to try to go in there tomorrow? If he is in that office tomorrow on a Saturday, then
Without a doubt.
we got it figured out. I know we do, but if he's there, you know what I mean? There's just more confirmation that that's who we're going through to get it.
Right.
there.
To figure it out.
We'll go there. We need to go there first thing in the morning before we help Grandpa move. But we need to write.
I was gonna say, what are we going there with?
We need to write shit
Exactly.
down first before we go in there.
We gotta have a.
We got the video.
Well, we gotta have a very, like, what our premise is.
A good
you know what I mean?
backbone, a good backbone fucking paper is what you need.
Because there's a lot of shit we're trying to explain here, but we're trying to get down to the fucking what we're trying to present.
Let me get another beer.
What they're looking for is a better fucking.
I know what
How are we gonna describe what they're looking for? A better way.
You want to hold this light from somebody?
Because they can mathematically work out these fucking dimensions in our spatial
Where's your tablet?
universe.
Why don't you just
I guess I could just
why
write
don't
it
you
down on
just
my
type it
fucking
down on your
iPad, huh?
phone?
Instead of fucking writing it.
If they can mathematically fucking
I don't need that then.
deduce these fucking dimensions in our spatial universe, then there's a way to measure it.
Okay, I do have a question though. Not trying to be like a Debbie Downer or like a negative Nancy.
No, you're good.
But what if this is to go get tested?
Oh, it's gonna get tested.
I mean, okay, so if it does,
Yeah.
what if it's wrong?
It's not gonna be wrong.
Are you going to switch?
No, it's not gonna be wrong. There's no way. Well, okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Switch the.
There could be some of the
It could,
premise
there
that
could have to
maybe,
make some glitches and fucking,
Yeah, there
you know
might
what I
be
mean?
something
Some
wrong.
adjustments.
but it's on the fucking right fucking path.
This is definitely we're right.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying you're not right. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, it's
There's-
there's gonna be some-
right. It's a learning process.
Yeah,
there's
there's gonna be some
tweaks and
glitches.
fucking-
We don't fucking know. We don't know. We're here for the idea to lead them in the right direction so they can figure it out themselves. You know what I mean? We don't know the fucking math and all the other shit. We just
Right.
fucking figured out what the fuck it is.
Right. And you can do the math on it once you figure out what the fuck it
Exactly.
is. You know what you're looking for, rather than just doing some random ass.
Right.
calculation.
You're not just looking through space trying to find some shit. You know what I mean? So, what we got? Hydrogen is our most
Well,
abundant.
that's given that
Helium
helium is the
Well-
only superfluid element in our universe, correct?
Yes.
Given that, that's our whole premise is fucking resting on that fact alone. That's what
Okay,
fucking
hold on.
Supports it.
that's what we're
Most
basing
abundant.
our fucking very first ideology off of, is that.
That's your backbone. That's what supports it.
Hydrogen is the most abundant element, given that helium is the only
Superfluid.
superfluid known in our universe. Why would it not be?
Not make sense to.
Why would make sense? Shit. opposite well, it makes sense that the opposite for the next dimension in space-time.
Spatial dimension.
So the next dimension in space-time. Why would it not make sense that the opposite for the next dimension in space-time?
That one little switch in elemental fucking.
That helium be the most abundant. Element in that dimension. And one electron difference separates them. But they work in perfect harmony. To create conscious life. That's it, dude. Hydrogen is the most abundant element, given that helium is the only superfluid known in our universe. Why would it not make sense that the opposite for the next dimension in space-time, that helium be the most abundant element in that dimension, and one electron separates them, but they work in perfect harmony to create conscious life? It don't get any better than that, dude.
No. Pretty good.
I'm gonna send that to you. I'm gonna send that to me. I'm gonna send that to everybody. Actually, I think I can only send it to fucking iPhones from this thing.